This is Munich, Germany on the 7th and final day of the European Athletics 2022 Championships. Of the many head-to-head matchups presented over the week, it was the last event of the championships, the women's 4x100 meter relay, that really drove the audience into a frenzy. Germany, boasting the newly crowned 100 meter queen Gina Lückenkämper, were facing fierce rival Dina Asher-Smith and company in the race for European team sprinting supremacy.
Top three in Berlin 4 years ago. Great Britain, Northern Ireland, the Netherlands, and Germany. At the European Athletics Championships. Burkhardt asks for quiet. Absolute silence, nearly, at the Olympic Stadium in Munich. So she's fresh. Asher Philip trying to hold off Burkhardt to her inside. It's a long changeover. Asher Philip has not made the baton. Great Britain, Northern Ireland are out. Germany with Meyer down the back straight. Watch out for the Spanish quartet. They will be technically perfect. And there's a gap between Germany and Spain at the moment. Belgium being given the lead on the graphic on the side of our screen. But Gina Lückenkämper hands over to Rebecca Haas. Rebecca Haas has to slam on the brakes. The state of the changeover is over. She manages it. Rebecca Haas for Germany, striding away down the home straight. Ava Svoboda pulling Poland all the way back up into the silver medal. And it will be third for Italy. Pavesa looks like she can't believe it. Rebecca Haas straight into the arms of Burkhardt.
Well, once again, an absolutely flying anchor leg from Rebecca Haas. So many individual disappointments this season, but with the baton in her hand, she becomes a transformed athlete. Disaster for the British, on paper the favourites, but once again, like so often in the past, the baton crashes to the ground. But there was no stopping the Germans, and the Poles, despite the best efforts of Eva Svoboda, couldn't catch them. Nevertheless, Poland rewarded with a national record of 42.61. And Italy, where did they come from? They've got the bronze medal, just beating out the Spaniards.
The rambunctious crowds that rocked the Olympic Stadium Foundation were pushed into a fever pitch of excitement after a full week of thrilling athletics competition and the motivation of winning the Athletics Cup on the final day and the final event. The ultimate day would prove to be a celebration of all athletic performance, especially German athletics' achievement.
A shot of the beautiful glass cascading roof that covers part of the Olympic Stadium here in Munich. Next final to get underway will be the men's javelin. Jakub Badlec, we saw he was off balance and ended up fouling previously. Balanced attempt this time and over 85 meters. Well, that's not going to be too far away from that championship record of Steve Backley. But first and foremost, it's going to put Badlec into the lead. Look at how he whips that javelin with such ferocious speed.
Badlec is just so much quicker with his arm than some of these other athletes. And yeah, I think it's notable for me when you've got athlete like Jakub Badlec who's been learning his trade over and over again through the years.
Szilagyi was pushed down to fourth in the final round. Just wonder if we're going to get a moment where this final for the men is really going to come to life. So, Julian Weber of Germany. Disappointment for Hoffmann, who's already out, who we thought was a gold medal contender. Jakub Badlec is our leader with 87.28 from the second round. So Weber having the track all to himself. Here comes the German. Can he improve? Massive effort just before the line to come to a stop, and it's over that mark of Badlec. It's a valid attempt, and finally the coach has big reason to celebrate. It's come up as 87 meters 66. So 38 ahead of Jakub Vadlec. Julian Weber, fourth at the World Championships, and now he wins gold in Munich.
And just look at his coach, Burkhard looks, he's moved to tears as well. Weber's absolutely delighted. He's been with his coach since he was a youngster. And you think, well, it's the crowning glory for Julian Weber, but also Bernhard Lux, who we saw so much of during the course of that competition. Such an emotional moment for him.
And he's beaten a great field at Julian Weber. All the athletes turned up and through really well. Atelatalo of Finland raising his game. That's the best performance of his season. But Vitaly and Jakub Vadlec were there, and Julian Weber beat them.
Incredible stuff. Weber from Vadlec from Atelatalo, our medalists.
Incredible championship performance tonight.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I'm so happy at the moment. It's the greatest day of my life, the greatest competition of my life. I couldn't believe, imagine before competition that I can throw that far today because I had some pain. I didn't do warm-up throws, and just because of the crowd pushing me so hard, I was able to push myself to the limit and to throw that far. It was just insane, just unbelievable today.
It's been a great performance tonight, but also you've had a great season. A lot of personal bests, what, 2 or 3 times this season alone?
The season was really good, and I'm so happy that I'm able to get the medal, to achieve what I wanted.
The medal at home.
The medal, and I never thought about gold, and now I have gold, and I'm so happy. I'm able to hear the national hymn, and with this crowd, sorry, I'm just, it's too much at the moment, it's insane.
It really is, and it's like the biggest crowd of the whole year.
It's insane, right? It's so loud, it's so good, they're so supportive. Thank you, Munich.
All right, congratulations, man.
It's insane, right? So good, thank you.
5 women in this competition. 4 have already failed their first attempts. This is Yaroslava Mahuchikh, first attempt at 195. And she's over. That puts Yaroslava Mahuchikh in command of this competition. Topic, Vukovic, Veerman and Heroshenko all failed their first attempts. Mahuchikh, after passing 193, really shows who's boss. Nicely done. Huge height as well. Just clips the bar with her heels, but only the merest of shuddering from the bar. The Ukrainian's over.
And there is the trio of medalists in the women's high jump. Yaroslava Mahuchikh, Maria Vukovic and Angelina Topic, either side of her.
So there's the women's high jump result, confirmation. Yaroslava Mahuchikh, 195. Maria Vukovic getting Montenegro's first ever medal at these European Championships with 195. Bronze goes to Angelina Topic.
All right, incredible performance tonight. You've got to be thrilled.
I got the gold medal first time on the adult competition. It's really nice, and it's medal for my country, for army. I wanted to get them happiness news. Really, it's so nice.
And you've had so many difficulties to overcome this year, considering all the literal war that's going on in your country. And tonight has just got to be a great achievement for you.
Yeah, for all athletes now it's a difficult time because mentally it's so difficult because we left our home at March and February. It's so bad, but we are fighting for our country and we show that Ukrainians nation strong and they will fighting for our independence.
All right, talk about your training. Talk about how difficult it's been to train and get to this level.
Now it's very difficult to train because usually I prepare for the summer season at home in my city, Dnipro. We have stadium. Now Germany, it's my second home.
So you're the second Ukrainian gold medal.
It's my nearly first gold medal for the European Championship.
But the second for Ukraine.
Yes, the second medal for Ukraine and our second gold, and we have a silver and bronze. It's so nice, and I'm proud that I get medal, really gold medal. It's so nice.
All right, well, congratulations. It's been a long, hard, tough road, but you somehow overcame all the difficulties.
Thank you so much.
In third place at the moment. He's taking very close to the action, but the Irishman is boxed in. I think he should probably just relax and see if any gaps open up. Here comes Elliot Crestan. He's using a lot of speed down the back straight. He's going to get himself past Jake Wightman onto the shoulder of Ben Patterson. There's a big group of 5. Jake Wightman swings wide into lane 2. Mariano Garcia is going to come under a humongous amount of pressure in this home straight. It's 150 metres to go. Mariano Garcia, the world indoor champion, has the lead. Jake Wightman, the world 1500-metre champion, is trying to kick. He's trying to get himself back. Mariano Garcia, Mark English of Ireland at the moment, holding on to third. Mariano Garcia, Jake Wightman, it goes to Spain. In the closing 10 metres, Mariano Garcia found something extra.
What a race. It was exciting, it was feisty, it was open. Everyone had a chance of a medal. And Garcia, well, it was similar to the World Championships, 1,500 metres, in that the athlete you thought that might just open up their stride and come through down the outside. Wightman tonight just didn't. Garcia held on magnificently. And it's a gold medal for Spain. And yes, you rightly mentioned English's bronze medal. Some inspiring performances.
So Jake, silver medal, you've got to be pretty thrilled about all that.
Yeah, I came into it definitely wanting a medal. Going through the rounds, I realised there was a good chance to win it, so I really wanted to come into that and take away the title. And you're running against some world-class intermediate guys there, like Mariano's world indoor champ, so I knew from the semi that if he had a little lead into the straight, it was going to be hard, and probably gave him a bit too much room and didn't manage to close that gap. But that's intermediate running, you have to position it perfectly, and I come away from the season with a gold at Worlds, a bronze at Commies, a silver at Euros. So if I look back on this season, I'm pretty proud to be able to come to each champs and perform at my best.
I was just going to mention, you've had a lot of racing and a lot of championship racing in the last month.
Yeah.
So I was expecting you to be a little tired back there.
Yeah, maybe I am, but the other thing is that everybody's a little bit tired, so it's a level playing field. I'm glad my championship season's done. I've got a few more races just to finish out the season, but it's been a good one for me.
Zeri Mesny of Norway. But this time they're going to hit the bell. If Garcia and Crippa want to get themselves on this podium any higher than second or third, they've got to go now. Mesny of Norway has got 30 or 40 metres on the other athletes. They're going to have to unleash a massive last lap if they're going to catch the Norwegian. We saw Jakob Ingebrigtsen take a gold medal in the 1500, in the 5K. Could Mesny here make it 3 golds for Norway? He's looking over his shoulder. It's a nervous look for the Norwegian, but he doesn't need to be nervous. If anything, he's stretching his lead as he comes around with 250 to go. Jimmy Gressier, Yemaneberhan, Crippa are working really hard to try and reel the Norwegian in. Here goes Crippa. He's gone fast, he's gone hard. He didn't want to take any of the other athletes with him. 200 metres to go. Crippa could be about to cause an upset in the closing few metres here. Could he convert his bronze in the 5,000 to gold here? But the Frenchmen are coming as well. Schlupp of France is moving the fastest at the moment. He's trying to take Jimmy Gressier with him. 100 metres to go. Norway first, Italy second. And here goes Yemaneberhan Crippa. He is going to take a gold. Crippa kicking hard. He looks left, he looks right. He's got nobody for company. It's going to be a win for Italy. A brilliant second. Zeri Mesny of Norway. That was a tactical masterpiece from him. But Yemaneberhan Crippa, his last 250 metres was so quick. I thought it was impossible he could make up the advantage built up by the Norwegian coming into the bell. But Yemaneberhan Crippa, we've seen him do this in cross country, we've seen him do it in age groups, but he's done it now as a senior. And a big run from Jan Schlupp of France. looked like he was going to pull Julian Weber back into the picture, but in the end, he was the #1 Frenchman. Weber happened to settle for 4th.
But Mazenge, who had him down as a potential medalist? Not me, it has to be said.
Schub emulating Perseus Karlström, a Swedish race walker, by donning a silly hat. Boccia of Austria getting some welcome applause from the crowd. They support every athlete here from first to last. But Yemaneberhan Crippa joins athletes that have got 2 medals at this championship. We've had Bol Ingebrigtsen and Tristan Piotti take double titles. But Crippa, gold here to add to his bronze in the 5,000 metres. Joins the likes of Eilish McCulloch and Yasmin Chan. They took 2 medals over these longer distance. Kambundji on the other end of the spectrum, and Zarnell Hughes in the sprints. And, just brilliant running there.
Really had the speed today.
Ti aspettavi quest'ultimo giro con Jimmy Crestan, ma poi alla fine non è successo. Alla fine
Yeah. I wait, and I studied Jimmy Crestan, but maybe today is not Jimmy Crestan day, it's my day, and everything is good.
All right, so you're waiting for him to try and go, and then he didn't come, and you just took it.
hai aspettato che arrivasse, ma poi non è arrivato e quindi te ne sei andato.
Yeah. I wait, and after I decided to go.
All right, congratulations on that European gold.
Thank you.
Sember gets a good start, so does Strahowska out in lane 6, and Visser as well. Sember's caught the hurdles. It's going to be Strahowska. It's Strahowska now motoring, and it's the pole. 12:54 unofficially for the pole. Visser gets the silver medal. Looks like it might have been Kozak who takes the bronze for Hungary. Let's get confirmation. But it was the 3rd hurdle that Cindy Sember, the favourite, came to grief over. No, Kozak gets up for the silver, equals her national record. And Visser, well, I thought it was Visser in the medals, but right on the outside, completely unheralded. Kambundji comes through. Visser, 100th outside the medals. Completely out of shot.
So now we have silence. Turkey, Belgium, Netherlands, Great Britain, Northern Ireland, Germany, France, Switzerland and Poland. The final of the men's 4x1 relay. So the roar of the crowd gets the athletes going then. Decent start for Jeremiah Azu of Britain as we have a look at these first changeovers, and Germany haven't continued. Devastation from the home crowd. Switzerland going well right on the inside, but watch for Britain. Efaloko now has the baton. Someone who's grown in experience this year. Just the one changeover. Vico chasing. But Nathaniel Mitchell-Blake so experienced at bringing it home, and he wins gold for the British team. France in behind. And look like Netherlands just got it. It's a championship record though, so had been held since 1990 by the French team, who were ultimately also beaten in this race. No smiles for that German team, who looked so good in qualification. A young team though, and it was the experienced hands of the likes of Hughes and Mitchell-Blake who joined the youngsters Azu and Efaloko. Brought in the team, of course.
Really, the credit should, in many respects, obviously it goes to all 4 of them, goes to Zarnell Hughes for that back straight. That really was the difference in many respects between Great Britain, Northern Ireland and the nearest rivals.
There's the full confirmed time. As you can see there, Poland national record, and Switzerland as well, finishing 5th, and Germany, frustratingly for them, failing to finish.
So that'll go to the country leading the medal table. So there's the athletics medal table and confirmation what we mentioned earlier. Germany, the host nation, lead these championships. 7 golds, 7 silver, 6 bronze. Britain, Northern Ireland did get 4 more medals, but stand second on the medal table. But just look at that, the likes of Serbia, Israel, for the very first time in the history of these championships, Albania, Lithuania, thanks to Michalos Alekna. A wonderful, wonderful spread of nations being represented on the medal table here.
That's not all, but that's all we have time for. We will be back soon with more highlights and news from the European athletics schedule of events and road races over the next weeks and months. Thanks for watching.